All right, so day 26. Let's talk about Rec 3 Genesis, which is before I talk about Rec 3, I'm going to say that this one I can tell is a controversial one in terms of the franchise because this one I'll explain why, but there's a lot of different things about Rec 3 that I could tell it's either a love it or hate it kind of movie. I looked up kind of some pseudo reviews afterward because I was curious, like, what do people think about this one? And some people don't like it at all, but some people think it's awesome. So, controversial. Let's see how I feel about it, shall we? Rec 3 is about this couple who's getting married, Clara and Coldo, and then an outbreak happens. A virus outbreak happens. Um, and like the first two movies, it's about them trying to escape these creatures or these infected people. And it starts at a wedding, which I thought was cool, and I thought it was a different atmosphere to the first two because it's bright. It's a beautiful movie. It's a beautiful opening too, just showing how it's bright, sunny, looks happy. It looks like like a real happy moment for these people until it goes bad. And I liked these characters. I thought they were fun. I thought that the main lead was good, Coldo, and I thought Clara was really badass. I thought that she was really entertaining and really fun. This character, I liked the character named who played John Sponge. He was the guy playing SpongeBob, but because he couldn't get the rights, he calls himself John Sponge. I thought that was actually pretty funny. Um, so I like the setup and I like the characters. And then the movie does a weird thing where it's found footage at first and then it suddenly is not. And that is one thing that I could tell is a detriment to the people who don't like this movie. I think it's because it's not found footage throughout the whole movie like the first two. It was shocking to say the least whenever it happened whenever I was watching it, but it didn't like piss me off. I just thought, this is a little different. But it also feels like it makes it kind of not as good as the first two in terms of that because I thought the found footage made it creepier. This one really does a good job with the gore and effects. The gore is awesome in this. You see people getting cut in half, cut in pieces with chainsaws by Clara. Really cool, but it just you look at the movie in the aspect of it's different with that. It feels less like a Wreck movie, and I can completely see why people would dislike this one. Um, but I just thought it had some fun moments. I thought that this one was really entertaining. I loved Clara a lot. I thought she was just a fun, badass female character, or just character. I don't need to say female. Just say a character, a human being. She was awesome. Um, her fight was great with the infected people. I liked the characters that also kind of thought pseudo logically where they wore night outfits because they were on this villa that had that. I thought that was cool. Um, I liked that it just had a lot of good effects. It was not as chilling as the first two. Definitely not as thrilling as the first two. It felt more like a over the top gore fest than like Wreck. It was really more about the violence and the characters going crazy, and I did like that, but it just doesn't feel as much like a Wreck movie. But I'm not gonna say I disliked it because, like I said, I really liked a lot of things about it. I thought the movie was beautiful. I thought it had great gore. I thought the characters were cool. So I really dig this one, despite being it feeling less like a Wreck movie than like the other two. But I still enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining and fun. So kudos to being a little different for this film, but I feel like that's its detriment to some fans of it. I'm assuming because, like I said, I looked up a couple of reviews afterward, and it felt like it was kind of middling, like where people were like, "This isn't great," or people say that this is great. Like it's in the middle for a lot of people, so or people love it or hate it. So I'm glad that I was on the more on the like it side. I didn't love it, but I did like it and thought it was fun and entertaining. And like I said, it was pretty entertaining for me. So I had fun. I can't wait to watch Rec 4. That's the last one that they made. But I'm glad I got to review all these for 31 Days of Horror. So I can't wait to watch Rec 4 and review it tomorrow. But that is it for today for Rec 3 Genesis, day 26, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.